everybody. I've gotten a lot of emails here in the last 6 months asking how to get into the files for where the old WNL shows are at, or I can't find this or that video. I'm looking for a video and I can't find your videos. And I always say that everything's in a file, and you can go to that file and look for whatever you want. Like home tours is a popular one. They're saying I can't find any home tours. Well, they're in the file. So today I'm going to do a short little video. It's not going to be very long, showing you how to get to the files. Now I'm on my desktop computer. On your phone, I don't know how this works. On the television, I don't think you can do it at all. You always have to remember to separate those two. The computer is not your television. Your television is not your cell phone. An iPhone is different than an Android phone. So I can't tell you how to do all that stuff on your phones. You'll have to figure that out on your own. But on a computer, and this will be the same thing on a laptop computer also. They're the same. I've got a laptop and I do this on there also. So it's the same. So let me bring up the screen here. Okay, I hope you guys can see all this. There's the screen you're looking for right there. That's the main page. By the way, ignore that click here thing. YouTube has made more changes. They do it all the time. I can't keep up with it. I have a hard enough time keeping up. As you can see right there, right there where that arrow's pointing, there used to be little buttons down there for PayPal, take you directly to PayPal. There was a couple of YouTube channels that I recommended, and they looked like little YouTube buttons. They were right there, and right here in this area right here, and they're all gone. My Patreon button to go straight to my Patreon page, it's all gone. They've changed it. Now it's over here, and it says PayPal me, Skip Smith, the Villages, and 3 more links. So it's all right there. So if you click on that, there's the information. PayPal, there's my PayPal down here. RV Travel, there's my RV channel. One click will get you there. Patreon page, one click will get you there. And of course, WrestleMania, that's another YouTube channel that I recommend. Him and his wife, Healthy Home Cooking. He does a lot of channel reviews if you're interested in it. So yeah, there's all that stuff that you have to get to, and I'm the same way. And I know it gets kind of frustrating, I think. So let's go back to where we were at. There we're at. This is my homepage. And so you get here and you see this big long picture. By the way, I might be changing that picture to something else. And that shows you who I is. And this here is my homepage picture. And this video here will start immediately when you go to my homepage. Did you enjoy working at Disney a lot?
I did. I love Disney. Disney
That's
teaches you.
DJ. That WNL show right there, just for a little bit of education real quick, that show right there, and you can see all the WNL crew right over here. This show right here is the reason why we stopped doing WNL. It gets into a little bit of a story, but I'm not going to bore you with it. It has nothing to do with Scooter. Don't get me wrong. Scooter's a great guy. I like him. He's very approachable, super nice guy. I've talked to him several times before. It has nothing to do with Scooter. So, playlist. Here's all the stuff, all my videos. If you click on the videos, this shows basically all the recent videos that we've posted. And there's a home tour of a house that was for rent. Kevin was renting this house out, and I put on there so people would know it's rented. It rented real quick. I figured it would. But whenever I show a house is for rent, don't contact me about information. It's not my house. I am not a realtor. I do not get paid to rent people's houses out. I just show the house, let you know it's for rent, and give you contact information. And then I expect you to take that contact information and contact the homeowner, not me. News, true and false. Those of you that don't do the true or false, you notice the true or false, members only. True or false, members only. Here's one here. Orange Blossom. I'm educating you just a little bit. Here's an Orange Blossom video I put up, members only. They got that video long before the YouTube got that video. And that's the way it is the news too. News, members only. And it's commercial free. They get the news before YouTube gets the news, and it's commercial free. Right below my avatar, a picture of me, is a list of all kinds of things across there. And I'm going to pick a few of them out. The videos, as you see here, is generally the recent videos. Members only. That's the invitations for the members lunch. We get together somewhere at a certain time, and we have lunch together, those that want to come. And those go out to, as you can see, members only. Here's another one, members only. One of those went out to Patreon. Well, this one here says Patreon and YouTube members lunch. So I would say this members lunch here probably went to YouTube members, and the Patreon and YouTube members lunch probably went out to Patreon. I have to label them so I'll know which one goes where. YouTube never sees those. So if you remember, you would get one of those. True or false, news updates, all that. Members only, members only. There's a lot of stuff on there. Now, if you go over to here, this is my shorts. Shorts are what they are. I'm learning to understand them myself. I don't know if they're very popular at all. I find it kind of amazing. The thing that you guys watch is probably different than what I watch. I make these shorts myself. I make them up different ways to see if there's a difference in reaction to them. Like here's the one for Scooter, 860 views so far. That's not that many. This one here has become a Patreon member. I think that was one I put up right before the news to kind of alert people that the news is coming, or for new people strolling through, if they see that little, I don't know how long it was, I'll say a 1 minute short, it alerts them that my channel has news on it. So anyway, that's only got 691 views. Is it out of reach? I don't know why, but is it the green thumbnail? I don't know, but it got 1.9 thousand views. That's not great, but it's a lot better than the rest of them. True or false is a 1,000 views. This one here, the black one, I was just sitting outside at night. I'm always amazed at simple little things that I do once in a while. Look at it. It's not great, but compare that to the ones that I put a lot of work into to make them. It got 1.3 thousand views, and I didn't do anything except just cut a short on my phone. And here's one here about eating raw oysters. We went with some subscribers and went up to Oh Shucks. So this is what I watch when I tell you guys that what guides me to video things for you. If I'm looking at the views, here's one, 2.6 thousand views. It was about Jose's new golf cart. Is that what you're interested in? Is that? It's just a Medicare expert. It's fair, but not great. So anyway, let's get back up here. If you want to see any of the live shows, you click on that live one right there. And most of them is going to be, I think, port setting, because that's really about most of the only live that I do anymore. But all of them's in there. The Wish Foundation videos, just different things. Right there, Wednesday Night Live, the one that's in green right there, that was going to lead us into the new year. And I changed everything. And that's the one that had Scooter the DJ on it. And that is the very number 35. One video less than 3 years. And that's the last Wednesday Night Live that we done. I was so disappointed in that. Even to that now, 5 months is what I watch right here. 5 months of video and all this work, all this volunteering in here. And look at the views, 1.6 thousand. That's not that many at all. By YouTube standards, not that many at all. And so that's why I quit. It's embarrassing. And I'm not going to ask people to volunteer their time. There's one here. We had all kinds of information on there. And we had 2 different guests. 6 months ago, 1.7 thousand views. It's pretty embarrassing. When I can sit outside on my porch and do nothing, no editing, no anything, 3.6 thousand views. And that's not great, but compare that to the WNL show when you have to do all that work. Okay, playlists. You just go to the playlists, and there they are. Once again, you got top 10. Let me click on that real quick, and you can see it. Full playlist. There they are. The very first one. And here's another thing that's funny. People like hate. You may say I'm not right, but I'm going by what you guys do. The very first thing put out, the top things we dislike about the villages. Look at the views. 66,000 views in 3 months. That's what it should be doing. All my videos should be doing this. And if they're not, then I look at why. Very next one, top 10 things we love about the villages. Wouldn't you think those people would like to know what it is that we love about the villages? If you're thinking about buying here, wouldn't you? 8,000. It dropped from 66 to 8. Now, top 10 restaurants. That's golf cart accessible. I would have thought that'd be pertinent also. 4.9. Dropping. Top 10 golf cart accessible restaurants we hate. Once again, we hate. Not great, but 6.3. That's more than the ones that we like. The chat box is something I tried live. What that is that'll be where people call in live on the telephone. I mean, I have a live call-in show once in a while. I don't advertise it. I have my reasons why. I've explained it before. It's just a pop-up thing. So if your notifications don't work, if you ain't got your phone set to receive notifications, or you haven't clicked the bell whenever I go live on those call-in shows, you're not going to be notified. So that's why it's important. Keep checking. Make sure you're subscribed and check your phone settings. Sue brought this up, and I really never thought about that. She wasn't getting notified either, but I do. And come to find out, she had her phone settings set to where she did not receive notifications. And it was the phone. It wasn't YouTube. So once she changed that, she started receiving them. Patreon games, forget that. It says unlisted. You're not going to see none of that. That's Patreon stuff. And here are letters to the editor, unlisted. Once again, that's a lot of stuff that went to Patreon probably and YouTube members, and I make all that unlisted. So if you're not a member, you'll never see it. My stories, it's a full playlist of that. Here's the videos here of Hurricane Irma when it came through, and I stayed home. And I did the video from the start to finish of Hurricane Irma to show exactly what happens here. Wouldn't you think that people would really be interested if you're wanting to buy a home in the villages? How a hurricane affects homes here in the villages, in a retirement community, where you may invest $400,000 to $500,000 on a home. Wouldn't you want to know how the water gets out of here? How the homes handle the wind and the rain? Well, I did. I stayed here and I videoed everything from, does my front door leak? Does the windows leak with the wind, 90-mile-an-hour wind blowing the water against the windows? Do the windows leak? Are the windows worth the money? You would think people would be interested in that, wouldn't you? Well, apparently not. So I quit doing them. Live shows. Oh, it says unlisted. Those are probably live shows I've done for maybe YouTube members. I do go live on YouTube members only once in a while to talk to those people, questions they may ask, and listen to me. When it comes to my YouTube members or my Patreon members, when we go live, I don't go live on Patreon yet because I ain't figured out how. I know you can, but it's really complicated for me. But on YouTube members, I could go live pretty easy. And I can make it for YouTube members only. Drone stuff. Here's a playlist on drone stuff where I flew drones around. There's a few on there. I think, let's see, that one was done 3 years ago, 2 years. Yeah, here's the earliest one. It was 2 years ago with Papa Pineapples when we done that. People want to know about Wednesday Night Live. I'll hit it right here. There's number 35. That's the last one. That's the one that made me decide we're not doing anymore. So here's WNL8. We had Zachary as a real estate agent with an outside real estate company. We had him on there. The 1 year anniversary of being on WNL, 1.8. Because I had everybody, all the new YouTubers, I had them on my show. There's one right there with Jerry and Linda. I had them on the show to introduce them to you. And let me just say, all the YouTubers here, all of them, they've never reciprocated. None of them has ever came on and asked me to come on their show to kind of help my channel grow a little bit more than what it is. None of them. There's one with Papa Pineapples, and also that there to the right there, the guy with the dog right there, that's the guy, that's the director, that's the producer of the movie about the villages. Well, kind of about the villages, but it was. What else we got? Two Forks Up. That's everybody knows what that is. That's Sue and Deb. All their stuff. Here's the Sue and Deb. I might have
in Spanish Spring. And
that's what they do. Go shopping and they go to different restaurants, and
we're having
it's a ladies' day out. And they started.
Yes, they had a special today, meatloaf, and then you could take another meatloaf home for $7.
You guys, if you're interested in Sue and Deb stuff, the shopping and going to the restaurants and going to the different consignment stores and things, this is where you'll find it. And as I get newer things, this one's rusty. Once again, new people come to
because most neighborhoods have their own little neighborhood.
Court to court.
For you,
and once you latch on to one of those, you want to make sure you talk to.
Christmas in the Villages. I haven't done any of them in a long time. These are old videos of Christmas in the Villages, so it isn't going to have the best camera quality or the sound quality because I didn't know what I was doing. This is back when I was the only YouTuber here in the Villages, and I was figuring things out, what you wanted to see, how you wanted to see it, what should I say, what should I not say. So once I figured everything out, I feel like everybody else was watching these going, hey, I can do that. And they started doing it, which kind of forced me out. So anyway, that's all the different playlists, motorhome stuff here, travel. Oh, I know what it was. You wanted to see where we at? WNL. Somebody asked me about this, so let me get the playlist up here. How do I find? They're wanting to see how the Wish shows were done. Here's one right here. Children's Wish fundraiser. And we had a Wish kid on. We had the director of the Children's Wish Foundation down at Macon, Florida. And we done 3 of them, I think. Here's Wednesday Night Live. Forget that. I'm looking for another WNL Wish show right here. The director's on. We had another Wish kid and her mother on. And there's that lady here to the right. I forget what she is, but anyway, she's in management there also. So we've had like 3 different Wish shows on there. You can go watch them. You can go see them, get an idea of what it is. Okay. That's how you get to it. It's easy peasy. You can do it. So if you're interested in anything that's in any of them files, you can go watch them. I want to say thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. That's the big thing on my channel. I'm watching those views. And that's what directs me to which direction I need to go. Comments are great. Thumbs up are great. Watching is very important. I really want them views. Without them, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Don't know how to do things. But I do appreciate you that are watching, those that are subscribing, and Patreon members and the YouTube members. If it wasn't for you, a lot of this wouldn't happen at all. So with that being said, I'll see you on the other side.